So Brad, here we are, Willowbank once again, but the cash nights.
Cash nights.
Yeah, $5 grand up for grabs for the winner. 20 cars enter, 1 car leaves. All of them will leave, but one of them leaves the winner.
Winner, a big winner.
Yes.
It's a lot of money for drag racing.
Certainly is, and for one night, a couple of hours of racing, they could be taking home a very impressive prize that I'm sure many of them will be aiming for tonight.
Absolutely, and I know there's going to be some very competitive cars, and some very competitive drivers here.
100%.
So it shall be interesting.
Yes. But before we head into the video, guys, make sure you head down below, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and consider becoming a member. Let's jump right into the action. Cash nights, which is an event you're throwing on.
Yeah, mate, just a bit of fun, just something simple, small, fast, cash, big cash.
Yeah, small number of entrants running it around, you know,
a
bit street outlaw style.
Yeah, just knockout, so first round, there's no testing, no qualifying, just pressure's on.
Yep.
$5 grand to win.
Off the trailer or driving the gate.
Yep.
That was one of your things, they have to be street registered.
So just this one was street registered 275 radial.
Yep.
But we can change it for whatever anybody wants. Yep. That's the idea of the cash days, is that it could be anything, doesn't matter what it is. We can race 10 cars, 40 cars. A guy today asked me about a gasser. We could do a gasser cash days. We can do anything, doesn't matter, it's just fun.
Yeah, that's the whole plan of it, just
Absolutely,
fun, and you know, then someone's going to take home a decent water prize money at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Now you've got the escort down here.
Land's here, yeah.
Yep, so you're hoping to take it home as well?
Of course. Everyone is, that's the whole point. Everyone that's coming has got to try and win.
Yep.
You've got to be here for a win, that's it.
Now, you had a decent run at Kenda or not?
No, so Kenda we found a boost leak. So we had one slow pass, one fast, one slow, and we just took it home, and then the other day I found a boost leak. So I'm worried now that it may have had that boost leak for a while and we didn't know.
Yep.
So maybe tonight it'll make too much, but we'll see.
I guess you'll find out on the first pass.
We will find out, and that's the problem, no testing, so...
Hopefully it's perfect for you. You take home the win.
Fingers crossed.
Thanks for having a chat to us.
That's right, mate. Thanks for coming too.
No worries.
You boys here.
We look forward to seeing where you go with the event. It's an awesome idea.
It is whatever anybody wants it to be. We can change it to whatever. You know, anything at all.
100%. Well, have some fun.
Let's do this. Cheers.
Yeah. Ben Verlecken and Scotty Hipwell.
Tell him, yeah. Yeah, you good?
Rob Armstrong and the Hoff. Tanya versus Colsey.
Yes.
And Robbie's got the bye.
And Robbie Butler gets the bye.
Nathan, we're out here at the Cash Nights. How'd you go?
Oh mate, it's all a learning curve, and first hit mate, car went really well. Super stoked with it, but up against Jace mate, which is an epic racer, and he got the win over me, but hey, it's all about the learning curve and having fun tonight mate, so absolutely stoked to be here and be a part of it.
So you definitely had fun then going down?
Yes mate, yeah, absolutely, everything worked well, car got out of the hole and did what it needed to do. After a couple of things stuck their head up last week, we got them sorted during the weekend. The boys from Real Dyno sorted that, and we're back on song. So hopefully we have a call out with someone, a bit more even run. It'll be cool.
So after having a bit of a rough run at Kendi, you've obviously sorted those issues now, and you've got the winning combo for yourself now.
Yes mate, indeed. It all went A-OK on the line, which is perfect. So yeah, everything's faultless at the moment, so fingers crossed and we keep rolling like that.
Now what do you think about the idea of the Cash Nights?
Mate, what a different spin on the atmosphere and everything. It's super cool, and good hype around about it, and good vibe it has been over the last couple of weeks since it's been mentioned that it's going to happen. So absolutely look forward to another one to happen in the near future. It'd be great, but yeah, it's definitely a good vibe and a good thing to be a part of, that's for sure.
Oh, awesome. Well, thanks for having a chat to us. Hopefully you get another run from a call out and see if you can take a W then.
Yeah, cheers mate, thank you for your time.
Alrighty guys, we're here with a familiar face that you've seen before, Jacob.
Hi.
He's out here for the Cash Nights. What do you think of the event?
Oh, it's awesome, mate. I had a really good time. Again, always have a good time when we come out here to these events.
Now, I understand that you have started a bit of a YouTube channel yourself.
Yeah, Jake and Friends. If he doesn't edit this out, it'll be down there somewhere. Make sure you like and subscribe to both channels.
Now, what can we expect to see over there?
Debauchery? Are you going to censor that word? I mean, in a sense, that's all we're going to do is we're just going to fuck about with cars until we're,
Straight and sore.
yeah, until we run out of cars to fuck around with, I guess. Just going to keep going.
Now, you had a couple of good runs tonight, but unfortunately on the second run got taken down by Goran, but pretty good car to get taken down by.
Oh, I'm not disappointed about that at all. He's always been that little bit ahead of me. It's just, I'm glad I got taken down by someone who's actually got a faster car and not by like mishaps and accidents and stuff. So I'll chalk that down to the win in my book.
Now we got road trip coming up. You entered in that?
I am, that and Jamboree. So there'll be more of me there. There'll be more of my entire crew there. Just.
Oh yeah, we've got a few coming out for a couple of runs.
Here's our crew.
All good?
Yeah, no, we'll be there. I don't know what we're bringing for road trip, but obviously the Crusader will make an appearance and a couple other cars, so stay tuned, look out for that. They'll be interesting. They'll be first time out cars too, so they'll be proper interesting.
We'll look forward to seeing you out there, and make sure you sub to his channel. Check it out, Jake and Friends, down link in the description below. Have fun.
Thanks, mate. I'll catch you around.
What's up,
Hey,
Overtakers?
Overtaking Lane.
Is that what you were going for there?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Do you even know that's sauce?
Pardon? I know that reference.
You know that reference. Do you know where that reference is from?
Fat Albert.
Hey?
Fat Albert.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. That was a cartoon from before your time, I think. Oh, Fat Albert. Here we are though, Overtaking Lane.
We are.
We're coming at you live for another week. Another bit of I don't know, podcast action.
Yep.
No, not much action in the podcast.
No, there's also just not a lot of news going on. That's sort of interesting at the moment. A lot of car companies revealing sedans and, you know, we're about performance and power, and they don't really excite that. What's
checking
that?
my quality here. Pump up the quality. It looks a bit blurry on my camera.
Oh, maybe it's got you set low.
Playback. Yeah, I just bumped it up to 1080. Is it coming through clear for you?
It's coming through fairly clear for me. It looks all right.
Yeah.
Reaper Lux, g'day. We'll do some shout outs in the chat.
Do that. Nan's
in the chat. Mopar Man. Mopar Man, actually, I'm going to bring up, I should have added this in earlier. I just remembered about it now that I've mentioned Mopar Man's name. Pretty sure Mopar Man emailed us today with some photos.
Oh, really?
Mopar Man, yeah. James Bayless, g'day. Chris Young, Dingus Malingus, Carnage, Darren Davidson. Keep scrolling up, we'll see. Bad Q, g'day. Paige is in the chat. Chris Young. Matty Crick. Brennan South, how you going? Green is nice. Gary, g'day.
I have found some pictures.
Yep.
Talk about that. Oh, wow. Not bad.
Does not exist. Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Carried away. Looking at the pictures. Where are you at with
Mechanical Dave? G'day. Yeah, I did just say shout outs to everyone. Let's I'm just downloading these pictures now so I can put them in my slideshow.
Hopefully gearbox soon. Mechanical Dave will have a new transmission for the HJ soon. After Christmas. Just waiting on Mark to get through his workload so he can build the box for us, and then we'll send it up to Mechanical Dave up there at Armstrong's. We'll do a swap-a-roo, get rid of the 4L60 out of there and get a bit serious with stuff, eh?
Yep. Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah. We'll have to do a video of the
polar
plan
opposite.
this out this time, Tyler. We'll have a bit of stand-in double action my mechanical double. No?
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
You let
Might
that
be able
up?
to make it there.
Yeah, that'd be good. It'd help. Oh, you didn't get up there at all last time, did you?
No, I didn't. I think you were up there while I was working.
Slack, mate, slack. A few more people. UFO.
Yeah. John Lee,
mate.
g'day. UFO. Mad Azza, is it? I think I've got a lot of pictures over the top. Mad Az. Burnout. Mad Az 1. Burnout Bastards. G'day.
Hey. G'day, mate. So yeah, we'll
organising
a few car stories. There's not a lot in the news tonight, actually.
No, there isn't.
Oh, well, there's plenty of car news, but there's a lot of uninteresting,
boring car news.
Boring stuff.
Yeah.
We picked out the best that we could find to have a bit of a chat through tonight. Aaron, Dave going to race the HJ.
Are you?
Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
Shush, James. Shush. Sally's a bit crook. She can't argue tonight. So that's all good.
Living the dream then.
Say
all you want. Yeah, you can say all you want.
Yeah. Well, maybe
there's only a live show that's recorded going on, so
she'll never know. She'll never know. Get away with it for sure. But yeah, what else we got? We got a bit of stories about what's happening this weekend.
Yep, we're going to chat about someone's car that they've sent in.
Yeah, have you set that up? Because
I have just now.
The void here.
I have just now. There we go. Yeah. It's on the screen there. So this was from Mopar Man. I'll read out the email. It says, "G'day guys. The Duster is finally home from the graphics company. Just wanted to share a few pics. She's been a while in the making." He's here. He said, "Gonna try and stay up and watch the show." It's 1:30 a.m. for him in the NorCal coast. Thanks again for all your hard work and putting the shows and videos together for us all, Mopar Man. This is Mopar Man's Duster, and it looks epic with that wrap on it. That looks awesome.
Yeah,
very nice.
Looks like it's just come out of Right Lane Print and Media there. Just choice wrap. No, that is it. Actually, it looks really good. I was just I was on my phone looking at the pics because I can't see them on screen, and
there's a couple of photos of the garage setup here.
Yeah,
the pictures on the back wall.
Shelf full of
awesome setup.
A bit of Lucas Slick Mist there. I don't mind that stuff. It's
awesome setup you got going on there, Mopar Man. Cheers for the email, Mopar Man. Appreciate it.
We need to bring back the viewers' rides segment.
Yeah, well, we could if anyone wants to send us an email of their ride or whatever your garage setup or anything like that. We'll have a chat about it on the show. We'll send us through a message, a bit of a description of your car and your garage or whatever you want us to say.
There might be some spots available for next week for the Christmas show, Tyler. Hey, for some viewers' rides.
Yep. Yeah, we got the big Christmas special next week. That'll be tonight's show will be fairly short, sweet, and getting through it and just having a chat to you as we go along. But next week will be the big show. You won't want to miss. If you want to get a prize, potentially, you got to be there.
Tyler will be on the couch.
Yeah.
He'll be here.
If you want a prize, potentially, you got to be there. Hang on, I can be on the couch. Just give me a second.
You gotta Photoshop yourself in.
Here we go. Hang on, there we go. Oh no, I've gone behind the couch. Here we go. There we go. I'm on the couch now, just there next to you.
Okay.
You'll have to wait for it to update.
Am I still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
No. I'm catching up. I'm behind.
You're probably not live anymore.
Oh, okay.
You might have bumped the button, accidentally paused it. UFO says, nice livery. James Baylor says that's a better shot. Darren Davidson says, Mopar, woohoo, nice graphics. Reaper Lux says a mate of mine is chasing a Holden shell. Anyone know of one?
Off the top of my head, no.
Brad says Dave still has the pics of my ute. Still hasn't moved yet. It is a nice cave as well, John. It is a nice cave there.
Yeah, I think
Awesome,
yeah, you'll be here on the
man.
couch.
Thanks for sending it in.
And on the other screen, someone can dial in. We can send you a link. You can just join off your phone even, and yeah, you can have a chat to us.
Yeah, we'll have
if
a
you're
couple
keen,
of guests.
So send us an email if you're keen to jump on
Yep.
the show next week.
Yeah, the Christmas special will be full on. If you send us an email with your pictures, we'll pick a few of yous and then we'll have you on the show.
Yep.
We'll actually send you a link and have you on the show to have a chat to you.
Yep.
About it. That sounds like a great plan.
Yeah,
Awesome,
we'll
awesome, Reaper. Lux is finally driving again, new colour and all. Looks like you'll be ready for an interview then. Scotty S, g'day. How you going?
Had a couple of big weeks. I've been pretty busy.
Got a bit of dosage there, a bit of launch control going on in the background. Shane Sermon, 5 months, remember. Says if you don't have a mullet, you get asked to leave the couch after 10 p.m.
Yeah, Shane's referring to my weekend.
Yeah.
I popped up to High Octane Motorsport and Photography. Those guys had their Christmas party on Friday night, and we went up to the Sandstone Point Hotel, and great night, Ryan. And look, they put on a great night for us. Bar tab, and yeah, had a few drinks and enjoying ourselves. Nothing too out of hand. You're laughing. What did I miss there, Tom? I'm on the delayed version.
You're on the delayed.
I'm looking at the wrong.
You'll see me laugh
feed.
again soon now at you thinking I'm laughing.
But yeah, I went to the Sandstone Point Hotel, and the guys put on a big bar tab. Probably spent like $5,000 on the bar tab. And at about 10:30 at night, they said, "No, that's it, guys. You're all going to come outside, scan your ID, come back in, and there's no mullets. No mullets coming back in." So it wasn't just me. And I also had shorts, dress shorts and stuff, but so I was definitely not getting back in. And then there was other guys that had gone to the trouble to get long pants and stuff so they could stay. And they were told, "Nah, you've got a mullet, you're out." 10:30, no mullets after 10:30 at the Sandstone Point Hotel. So that was a bit rude, especially after Ryan had just dropped $5,000 on the bar, and then also that they'd asked us to all go outside, come back in, scan our ID, and pay $10 cover charge when we'd been in there for 4 hours.
Jeez.
I thought that's just wrong, right?
Mad as one burnout bastard says VC SLE Mad as one will be back out popping tires next year with yet another combo. 6/71 twin carbies LS Glide 278 gears.
671 on the LS. Hey?
Sounds good.
Hell yeah. Bloody oath. So yeah, ended up at the Bribie Island Hotel till about 3 a.m. in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Gypsy, g'day. How you going?
No problems with mullets at the Bribie Island Hotel. And that was good. Yeah, so it was good. Did that. And then we had a bit of a weekend away. So I went up to the Sunny Coast after that. And then got to go check in with the boys up at the Skid Factory.
Yep.
And we had a few lemon squashes up there for a Christmas party with the boys up there as well. So it was a good weekend.
Good.
Yeah. What about you? What'd you do?
Good question. Not a lot. Put some Christmas decorations up. Continued decorating for Christmas. Would have come, but it was expensive fuel.
Getting a bit pricey, hey?
Yeah.
A bit pricey. Any other comments there before we jump into some news stories, mate?
Yeah.
We're going to talk some car news.
Matty Crick says, "What a shit world we live in when no mullets are allowed." Chris Young says, right? warm week this week. Actually, Xmas Day looking at 10 degrees and cloudy.
Oh, Was it UK? Was that Chris?
Yeah.
We'll probably be about 32.
Scotty S says, that's a low act, Dave. What is the world coming to when a mullet isn't considered a status symbol?
Yeah.
James Baylor says, I heard a rumour that the Skid Factory now own Kevin from Nugget Garage.
I may have seen it sitting in a certain factory. Yeah, pretty on the money.
UFO says, Otis received my Xmas parcel from Summit Racing for 1,000+ glide cast aluminum and B&M Magnum shifter. Ooh, exciting times ahead.
Yeah, I did put the shout out to the boys to time to get Kevo set up and ready for road trip actually. So
Yeah,
road trip autumn edition in May.
Yeah, it's exciting.
And they were pretty keen to take the challenge.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see what they're going to do because Kevo with no engine is up at the factory, and then the engine is at over with Dane at Cornfed Boost.
Yeah.
So he's got the motor. But so yeah, I don't know what they'll put on. Well, maybe I might know, but I'm not going to say. We have to wait and see. But what ends up happening with Kevo? But I reckon
Kevo the Sicko.
Kevo the Sicko should be pretty quick, and hopefully we'll be there at road trip in May. So.
And OTL day, of course, when we book a date.
Yeah, but we haven't set that date yet. Talk to the boys and got to get that done.
Yep. All right, let's jump into some news.
All right.
There we go. Throw up the PowerPoint. First up, of course, shout out to OZAID and Addictive Events together, as the title of this thing states down here. Is this weekend we got the Coralbin Valley Quick Street Drags, the airstrip in Coralbin. That's both Saturday and Sunday, and we will be out there providing a live stream for you all to jump on board and watch. Yeah,
look, I think this is there's still spots. I think this is a great little event. It's
$200. It's for charity.
It's for charity as well. And they're trying to raise some money for charity. They put a lot of their time and money into this.
Yeah.
And they brought Addictive Events on board as well, just so that they can make sure, being their first event and everything as well, that they set things up properly and they make it gets run properly, right? So you're going to have an event that's a first event that is run by someone that knows what they're doing. They're not learning on the fly. They'll have a bit of experience. Yes, it will still build because it is the first time.
Yeah.
But you're going to get out there. You're going to have a crew that's out there running the event that know what they're doing. You're going to have medical there. You're going to have all the bits and pieces. We're going to set up a live stream. We're going to do all the things that we do for these other events as well. You're going to see like a straight up first up event from these guys.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited to see not only what they do with this event, but where it goes from here. I think this could be really big. It's quick, no prep street racing.
And no light. Well, there is lights. It's a different setup though. There's some custom lights going on there. It's all no prep. So
think your sort of street outlaw style.
Yeah.
Really, isn't it? It's not a guy with a torch, but like it's like a pro tree type light.
Yeah.
And then no timing. So there's no timing boards.
Yeah.
So we've got to see who crosses the line first. And we're going to do our best to try and bring you the coverage from out there. And the guys are putting a bit of effort into it to get us to do this because there's no
real reception out there. No, there's not good enough 4G reception out there for us to run the normal setup as we would at Willybank.
We've been out there before with the hot rod drags and
and just to take a phone call, you have to stand in specific spots.
Yeah, so the phone reception's okay out there now.
Yeah,
but the upload speed on the mobile network is like 1.2. So it's not enough to run a live stream off, especially when you get a few other people. Well, all the people that are going to be there on their phones at the same time, checking their Facebook, it's going to drop your speeds, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, but they're investing in some sort of internet supply for us, and they said that we'll be able to do it. Look, we haven't tested this. Just usual.
Yeah, just pre-warning. OTL technical
OTL
difficulties?
style.
Question mark.
OTL style. We go out there and we just see what happens on the day.
No testing. When
the
things are
worst case
tested for
scenario,
us,
we
things
will
break.
record it all and play
Yeah.
it back.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It'll
you'll get
just be
the
just be a live late.
every race. Yep, a delayed
live
telecast.
stream. Yep. Yeah, the same way that KO was doing the Winter Nationals and that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
The Thunder
but we
400
do
series,
certainly hope to bring it
24 hours a
live,
day.
and the guys are paying to set us up with internet somehow. So
Yeah.
we find that out on Saturday morning, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, we'll work it out. But yeah, Saturday, 10 a.m. The racing starts. Gates open at 7 a.m. And then you've got racing from 10 a.m. till 12:30. Have the lunch break. Then the eliminators start from 1 p.m. Approximately 3 p.m. they'll be having open runs. 4 p.m. there's power skids going on. So if you reckon you can power skid the entire airstrip, or you just want to have a go, there's heaps of room there to give it a go. So maybe you want to have your first go at doing a massive power skid, then you can do that. 5 p.m. there's a presentation. And then on the Sunday, gates open 7 a.m. again. 9:30 hitting the track for the open runs. 12 p.m. lunch break. 12:30 eliminator start. 2 p.m. open runs. 3 p.m. power skids, and 3:45 the presentation. And then that's the end of the event.
The only thing we are missing for the weekend, Tyler, is
Trackside Trev.
Trackside Trev.
Yeah.
We're missing traveling away. So for the weekend,
yeah,
doing the Christmas and family stuff.
Yeah.
So he's he'll be on the road tripping.
Shane Kane,
else.
g'day. How you
going? We have vacancies for cameramen.
Yeah. Yeah, if someone's free and they want to move the camera for the weekend, let us know.
And we'll earn some dollars.
Yep.
Come along.
All right.
But yeah, it should be good. Look, I'm excited to see what they bring.
Definitely. Yeah, it's cool to get out there to the pre-60s drags. It'll be interesting to see what happens when you can get, all the cars down there. There's people that are some no prep kings that might get out there that were kings at the Jungle Bunga event, learned how the no prep works. Maybe they'll put their knowledge to use on the airstrip as well.
I do hear there is plenty of spots. So I guess like one thing with when an event runs for the first time, a lot of people are a little cautious to enter. And they sort of hold off and they're like, oh, we'll have a look and we'll see what it's all about before I bother to enter. But I recommend that you do enter because it is a smaller field. So it means you'll get plenty of track time as well. And there's a lot of stuff on offer out there for it. So very family friendly orientated event. So much like what we would do with an OTL weekend, Todd.
Yeah, pretty much.
A lot of stuff for the kids and face painting and all that sort of stuff, Not sure of everything that they've had having there. I think a lot of stuff planned and but if you do want to go, you can jump on the link. I think it's up on our events page, Tyler.
Should be up on the events page.
The spots are limited, so it is filling up. So if you do want to get in, jump on it. But you can enter at races. So races world.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yep, it is on overtakinglane.com.au/events on the Saturday, December 18th. There's 2 there. You've got the OZAID Presents and also Carrabin Valley Quick Street Drags. Follow either of those links and you'll find a way to enter.
There you go.
I think under the OZAID Presents one, there's a link straight to the Races World to buy spectator tickets or racing tickets.
Yep. James, just saying Heltec had to cancel the 35th birthday, at Sydney Dragway this weekend. They did, unfortunately that one's been postponed. Chat in there as well.
John Lee says might have to take you up on that one
day.
Is
the camera remote control? Sorry, James. No, we need you up here. Your borders are open, mate.
Yeah, you've got spare rooms out there, so. Dad's Garage, Mal. How you going?
G'day, Mal. G'day. I'm just trying to read the comments. Sorry.
Brennan South says would be keen if unregistered cars could run. Maybe next time. It's such a cool location. It is.
It is, yeah. Yeah, Sally's been out there before as well. The hamster.
Yep.
So yeah, we'd love to see you out there. I'll be out there all weekend.
I'll be there on the Saturday. I've got me work Christmas party on Sunday.
Yeah. So
very skeleton crew on Sunday.
At the moment, we've got 3 cameras and a video switcher to run on Sunday between
2 people.
And Brad.
Yep. I've got some ideas of how we might be able to do it, so we'll put it to work on Saturday.
See how we go. Otherwise, if it works out that way, Brad and I get paid more that way. Right? We take double the fee for doing double the.
Not double.
The rolls.
0.5 extra. Thank you. Unless you count me as 2 people, and I guess it's double.
Okay. Yeah, we do. Hey, well, there's no you and no Trev.
True.
Hey, it's double for us, right? That's how I'm reading it. Anyway,
check out the next news story.
You want to get in the next news story? I do need another drink.
Well, too bad. We're doing the next story now. You're too late. You took too long to get your drink. We're talking the Audi S1. Yeah, you took too long to mention that you needed a new drink. You need to get a drink in something like this. You need to get a drink in one like this one. I got 2-litre H2O bottle. Heaps of water. Well, we're going to talk about this. The Audi S1 Hoonitron, the electric stunt car that's been revealed for Ken Block's Gymkhana. This is Ken Block's new stunt car, but unlike the twin turbocharged Ford Coupes and Utes of years past, this one is an electric Audi, which is inspired by the 1980s sports Quattro. Rally driver, extreme sports star, and internet personality Ken Block has revealed the hero of the next installment of his Gymkhana stunt video series, the all-electric Audi S1 e-tron Quattro Hoonitron. After parting ways with longtime associate Ford earlier this year, Ken Block joined forces with Audi, and with the use of the rally driver's drift-ready Ford Mustang and F-Series race cars no longer on the table, the next star of the Gymkhana series now wears 4 rings on its nose. Officially known as the Audi S1 e-tron Quattro Hoonitron, but S1 Hoonitron from here on within the story, and as I mentioned it as well, the story is from drive.com.au. Shout outs to them for bringing us some news. The new car is a modern interpretation of the Quattro S1 Racer designed for the Pikes Peak hill climb in the 1980s. But instead of the 2.1-litre turbocharged 5-cylinder under the bonnet, there's a pair of electric motors and a battery pack beneath the floor. With the short wheelbase and long overhangs, akin to the original Sports Quattro, the new S1 Hoonitron references its forebearer through box wheel arch flares and an imposing aerodynamics package, with a bold front splitter and tall rear wing. Unlike the original car, there's a unique livery familiar to followers of the e-tron sub-brand, with the red and black stripe regions along the lower body, intended to hint at the battery sitting beneath the floor, joining thoroughly modern alloy wheel covers and LED lights. Dad's favourite part, the lights. There you go. Can tell us a little bit more about the LED lights. April Armstrong, g'day. How you going?
G'day.
James Baylor says looks impressive and sharp. Feel like I could get a paper cut just looking at it. Reaper Lux says very aggressive. Shane Kane says double of nothing is still nothing. Gotti S says I'd put my hand up, Dave, but I'm not up till the new year. G'day Beck, how you going? I can try and use a camera, says Beck. Beck's a legend.
Gig.
Yeah.
I only got
He is
half
a
a drink.
legend. Only got half a drink.
Yeah.
It probably counts as like 3 of the last one you had though.
How'd that sound?
Shane Kane says, I just watched this and it looks amazing. I'll have to check it out. Check out the video as well. But yeah, the new Audi S1 e-tron Hoonitron will make its debut in the next 12th Gymkhana stunt video, tentatively titled Electricana. Though details such as the location and theme are yet to be confirmed.
Do you think that'll get people excited for electric vehicles?
Maybe electric performance vehicles, but not electric economy vehicles.
How much power has it got?
It doesn't say. I didn't see in there.
Okay. I wonder if it's got anything similar to what he's had in previous vehicles.
Yeah, well, if it's anything like the
1,000 horsepower,
the 1,043 kilowatts was the last one.
Oh, really?
That was like the most that they've had.
Instant torque.
Yeah, the instant torque will be massive. Yeah. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. That's pretty cool. It'll be weird to only hear him shredding tires and not a motor bouncing off the limiter as well.
Yeah.
All you'll hear is
just the tires.
Yeah. They need to add like a Jetsons sound over it as he takes off for the first time.
Just having a quick look.
Chris Young says they're adding beeping sounds to all electric cars when they're moving.
They are in the UK, actually, a real thing. I think Blind Garage, Jason said he got hit by an electric car, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense to have them making a noise because it is actually quite dangerous for those who cannot see them. Carnage says, anyone know why Carnage would be killing all 6 plugs after a couple of weeks?
Yeah. Maybe, could be a number of things. We might need to share some shots of the plugs in the group.
Yep.
That'd be a good question in the group.
Yeah, the Facebook group.
With a photo of the plugs.
Mopar Man says, put cards in the spokes.
Or some spokey dokies.
Dang Dang says, loud pipes save lives. Yes. I used to
You've heard of
use the
spokey
peg.
dokies?
You used to use a peg and you'd put it on your end of your thing and you put it in the spokes of your bike.
No, there's actually a thing called spokey dokies.
Oh, I don't know that.
Things they went on your spokes and they would move.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I do know what they are. I didn't actually know what they were called though. I have seen them, but the one that I used to do the most was probably the like you'd ride over the Coke can, and then you'd get it pushed up into the wheel.
Yep.
And then you'd take off as fast as you can.
You remember doing that as a kid, do you?
Yep. That and the card on the peg, and you put that into your spoke.
And off down the road you'd go.
Yep. Dang Dang says loud pipes save lives.
It does, obviously. Obviously. What else have we got in the news tonight, Tom?
Well, I saw this one here, and I thought I'd add it because it was a bit of a follow-up to one that we talked about last week with AdBlue.
Yep. Okay.
So this is the radical plan to switch off anti-pollution tech on trucks amid the looming AdBlue shortage.
Right. There's talk of it happening. Okay.
Yeah.
Because currently it's very illegal to turn it off.
Yeah. So the federal government is considering a drastic last resort measure if Australia's AdBlue supply does not improve. They're considering allowing the emissions reducing technology in some diesel trucks to be switched off. However, insiders involved in the discussions have told Drive switching off emissions-reducing technology is a last resort and only one of several options under consideration. The proposal has been strongly criticised by health and environment experts as well as some groups within the trucking industry. Legally mandated software currently prevents many diesel-powered trucks and passenger cars from starting or operating at full power without the urea-based chemical solution detected in an onboard tank. Drive has been told that the federal government is considering the possibility of temporarily disabling the software in certain trucks that are deemed critical to the economy if supply of AdBlue doesn't improve by February 2022. Although the current shortage is not yet critical, the trucking industry estimates supplies of AdBlue could run dry in just 2 months.
Now that's fine that they criticise it,
Mm-hmm.
but what are they going to do when there's no food turning up to the grocery store?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I'm assuming that that's what they mean by the critical ones that will stay on is those that are providing food and fuel for just the necessities. So the truck that's delivering clothes to Maya will probably not be getting their AdBlue turned off. But the one that's delivering your food to Coles or to your supermarket or to your friendly fruit grocer, those will be the ones that will be allowing.
It's hard for someone to decide what's crucial too. Everybody's situation I think is different. Like maybe me. I don't need an outfit for Maya, but maybe someone needs some new clothes for work and office or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're starting a new job, but they can't get their outfit because the trucks aren't coming in with, I guess there's all different situations that you've got to consider.
Mm-hmm.
And for someone else to decide what's crucial and what's not,
yeah, of course,
becomes very difficult.
Yes.
So it's a very subjective.
At the end of the day, it's down to the opinion of the person who's making a, 6-figure pay check. To decide what's right and what's wrong at the end of the day, and what
it's very subjective.
What do I need when I go home at night?
I think you've got to say if they allow it to turn off. My thought is you've got to allow it for all of them.
For all or none, right?
Yeah, I don't think you can decide. Oh no, it's only these companies that can. Because not only that, that person driving that truck is out of work.
Yeah,
to take the clothes to Maya, and they say, well, he's not crucial. Well, it's crucial for him to feed his family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Scotty just said the same thing.
Yep. Like, you take away someone's livelihood, so, or someone's entire business. You could bankrupt a company,
yes,
by not allowing them to do that. So.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think they've got
100%, Mal. 100%. A new auto for my car should be considered critical. Yep. It won't be going through toll though. Unfortunately, I know what happens when you send a gearbox through them. Seems to disappear.
Bacon is crucial, says Mopar Man. Where did you say Mopar Man's in California, isn't he?
Yep, North Cal.
Did they just ban generators this week?
Yes, I did see something about that. So goodbye food trucks, apparently.
Because they have a generator on them to run the refrigeration.
Yeah.
Trailer?
Yeah.
So even that. Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, like anything with a generator. You can't run like a small engine generator now.
Yeah, okay.
I think.
Okay.
At least that's what I saw. I didn't do any further research into it.
No, I only seen the headlines.
Dang says, I'll put petrol in the AdBlue tank, go full old school Hume runner with flames out the stacks.
Scott says, why don't we make our own urea in Australia? Interestingly, I heard that we were exporting it to Korea not that long ago. So we did export a heap of urea to South Korea, but I don't know. We get a lot of our urea from China.
Yeah, and they've sort of cut export by like 20%.
Yep, to the world.
Yeah. But yes, continuing with it though, approximately 400,000 trucks on the nation's road use an estimated 150 million litres of AdBlue each year. Detractors of the radical proposal say switching off emissions-reducing technology could damage engines, void vehicle warranties, and adversely impact human health and the environment. The AdBlue additive is estimated to reduce noxious nitrogen oxide emissions by approximately 90%. Hydrocarbon and carbon monoxide emissions by between 50 and 90%, and particulate emissions by between 30 and 50%. Discussions with the government about changing the laws are ongoing. However, if supply doesn't improve, we will need to look at switching off the existing software and making other changes to emission control systems to maintain important trucking routes. And apparently major logistics truck companies in Australia have told Drive that the situation is not yet dire, but very serious, and in a worst case scenario could force thousands of trucks into storage until supply improves or legislation is changed.
My boss says maybe in South Cali, not North California. You got to grow weed.
Reaper Lux says someone is making it very hard for other people to just live, not very Australian.
Oh.
James Baylor says we do, but only about 20% of the total supply of urea.
There you go. And Dang Dang says it's also used in cattle food.
Interesting.
Beef prices could also go up. Now that's a big industry for Australia.
Yes, it is.
I didn't know that. There you go. Back to the AdBlue. It's a bit of a hot topic, and we started chatting about it last week, and I've seen a lot about it on the news. In the time and just in conversations, it started to come up. You know, I hadn't really seen much about it before we had a bit of a read of it last week, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
And then, all different conversations and even talking to Mum the other day, and she was saying there were some meetings and stuff going on with. I think my uncle was in meetings under transport, and they were in meetings about AdBlue and stuff. And I'm like, oh, there you go. It's everywhere,
right? Roy says urea is also used on pretzels. And I just looked it up. It's used as a browning agent on pretzels.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. There you go. I thought it was just a fertilizer.
Urea, also known as carbamide, is an organic compound with the I'm not going to bother with that. It's chemical formula. It has. It serves. Let me continue. It serves an important role in metabolism of nitrogen-containing compounds by animals and is the main nitrogen-containing substance in the urine of mammals. So it is from pee.
Yeah. Well, we can make some more. There you go. As I said previously, I thought it was all to do with fertilizer.
Yeah. All right. Let's have a look. The next story. Bit of a police story here, and a Hyundai story in one.
I'm going to find the story because I don't have them in the right order.
What have you done?
Oh, yeah.
What have you done?
It's got the picture of a police car. That's probably the one.
Yep. Hydrogen-powered Hyundai Nexo has joined the Queensland police fleet.
What have I done? I opened them in the order you sent them to me.
You probably opened them backwards. You probably opened them as you scrolled up instead of starting at the top.
Yeah, I possibly did that. So not in the order that you
Roy says Dave is on the correct side again. Awesome.
I've already forgotten what side I was on.
Hang on, here we go. Is this all right, Roy? I'll switch them around for you.
What is that? Oh, the pictures.
Well, I think it's because you're sitting on the proper side of the couch. 'Cause that's the side you're supposed to be on. I'm supposed to sit on the other side.
Oh. Is that how we've always sat? I don't know. I'm facing the opposite
when we
way.
When we were in the shed, I think that was how we sat.
Yeah,
You're always on the left. And when we were at the table in the lounge room, yep, you're on the left.
Yeah. I didn't realise we'd swapped.
Yep. We've done it a few times as well. I don't know where else. I don't remember where else we've done it.
Swapped.
So Johnny Skidpig says apparently the cost of making urea in Australia is triple the cost than getting it from overseas. The times we swapped was when we did the shots out the pool.
It's triple the cost of getting it from overseas, unfortunately.
Yeah, the times we swapped around was when we were at the pool, when we did the poolside shows.
Mm-hmm.
We were backwards there.
Yeah. Yep.
But yes, talking about this though, it's a hydrogen-powered car and it's a police car. Australia's first police car powered by hydrogen.
Right.
It won't be used. It won't be used as a chase getaway car, or to chase getaway cars or high-speed criminals.
I was going to say, they're not. When do the police start using getaway cars?
When they got to get away from a criminal, and they're being chased.
If you leave that word out, the whole sentence is ruined, Tyler. So it won't be used to chase getaway cars or high-speed criminals. It won't be used as getaway cars or high-speed criminals.
Yeah, it won't be used as a getaway car for high-speed criminals.
When are criminals going to start to get some decent
hydrogen-powered police cars? I don't know. A silent getaway.
Police are doing their part. It's about time that we put a bit of emphasis back onto the criminals now to do their bits for the environment.
Yeah, they really need to step up their game.
Have they got some sort of union? I don't know.
It probably is. The Hyundai Nexo hydrogen car, it's a part of a trial of advanced alternative fuel vehicles and one of 5 examples leased by the Queensland government. Unlike other Halo police cars, including supercars from McLaren, Porsche and BMW, which are primarily used for community events, Drive understands the Hyundai Nexo will be used by the Queensland Police in North Brisbane Domestic and Family Violence Unit. Fuel will be supplied...
Police have a McLaren?
Yes, apparently. A McLaren, Porsche and a BMW.
Okay.
Fuel will be supplied at a nearby Brisbane hydrogen station, recently opened by the state government, which is part of the Hyundai hydrogen trial program there, following the opening of a hydrogen refueling centre in Canberra. The 2 other hydrogen refueling points in Australia for now are in Sydney, behind Hyundai headquarters, and in Melbourne, near Toyota's Technology Centre in Altona. While there are only 4 hydrogen refuelers in Australia so far, others are expected to follow as the technology gains acceptance. Unlike electric cars, which can take up to 28 hours to fully recharge using a household power socket, hydrogen cars such as the Hyundai Nexo can be refueled in about 5 minutes, about the same time as a petrol or diesel car. It doesn't take me 5 minutes to fill up my car. I mean, maybe 5 minutes if you count walking into the store and standing in line to pay for it. But it doesn't take 5 minutes to stand there at the Bowser and...
Nexo. I keep hearing Nexus in my head.
Yeah, it's the Hyundai Nexo. In ideal conditions, it has a maximum range in excess of 600 kilometres, which is more coverage than a petrol-powered hatchback. It is powered by a single 120 kilowatt, 395 newton meter electric motor, which is mounted on the front axle, delivering a leisurely 0 to 100 km per hour sprint time of 9 seconds on the way to a claimed top speed of 179 km per hour. Hydrogen is converted into electricity within a fuel cell under the bonnet, while a 157 litre tank permits a maximum driving range of 666 km between fuel stops. The Nexo is not currently available in Australia for sale to private buyers. However, a fleet of approximately 40 vehicles is currently being operated as a part of fleet trials in Canberra and Brisbane. While this is the first hydrogen police car in Australia, several other zero-emissions vehicles are currently in use by law enforcement, such as a Tesla Model X in Melbourne, and a Hyundai Kona EV in Sydney.
I got a Model X. That's not the quickest one, though, is it?
No, the Model X is the SUV. Brad says 5 minutes and I get 400 litres in the truck.
Yeah.
No worries, Dang Dang. Thanks for dropping in.
Carnage had to leave as well. He was.
Yeah, Carnage. Paige says if you ever fill it. That's true. Whenever the car's empty, I drive it home, park it in the driveway. And Paige gets in and goes, "Shit, the car's empty. You got to go get fuel." And Brad's onto it. I fill the I fill the fast one.
You'd push it home just to.
Yeah, just yeah. I'd
So
push it up the hill even. I can't drive the Nissan at the moment. There's a bit of a pile of dirt in the driveway that I need to spread out over the lawn first.
Oh, so what's wrong with the car? You haven't told me
No,
that.
nothing. No, nothing. Just this pile of dirt that I sent you the photo of. That was what was left after we filled up Paige's new garden, and filled all the holes that the dogs had dug so that there's no holes in the lawn for Christmas.
Did you just get the landscaping mob to bring it around, or?
We got a trailer from Bunnings, and Troy, Paige's dad, gave us a hand.
You know they just deliver that stuff.
Yeah, but there was a delivery fee, which was more expensive than the trailer. And they were only like 2 minutes up the road. Like
yeah.
You know where the Coles is? They're like up the road from that.
Yeah, I know where the landscape joint is there. Yeah. We got the bark delivered out of Helen's. Off topic. So just having a normal conversation now, guys. Just join us in.
Mm-hmm.
We got some bark delivered from the Helensvale one out to the old place. 3-4 cubic meters, and it was like, maybe $15 for delivery or something. Yeah. So, anyway, off topic. Sorry.
Chris Young says, "I know drop bears love foreigners, but do you guys ever look out for them?"
No, they don't worry about locals.
No, they give you a wave as you go past.
We get more.
Quick nod.
We get more now out in the bush here. None in there where Tyler is.
No, there's heaps actually.
Is there?
See him everywhere. Yeah. Saw him on the side of the road the other day. He gave me a wave as I went past.
Oh, there you go. I've been out.
There you go. Paige is in the chat. Paige knows the price. It was just going to be $65 just in delivery fee, or $25 for hire of the trailer.
Wow, they're a bit rich. Try Helensvale next time.
Yeah.
I go out and feed the wildlife each day.
Yeah.
No drop bears. Just
magpies.
Magpies. Yep. Feed the magpies.
Have you trained them yet?
No, they're still a little bit standoffish. The magpies. The butcher birds come and sit on my feet.
Oh.
They come right in.
I'll have to send you the video by I Did a Thing. He trained trained the wild magpies.
Yeah.
Watch that. Yeah.
No, I will watch that. I know the channel.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see what he did with a drone recently?
No, I haven't watched any of his videos for a while.
He's retitled his video a few times. I think he might have gotten in trouble a couple of times with the title. You watched the lawnmower one?
No, and I watched the hammer. He had
a 50 cal hammer.
Yeah.
Well, he has a DJI drone, and he built these like darts out of steel. He machined them on his lathe, and he was dropping them from his drone.
Oh, okay. I'll check that out. I haven't put the drone up here at the new place.
No, you have to. I would, Johnny, if I had space for it. I do have space for a trailer. I'd just store it at your place. But if we get a trailer, it'd be a car trailer. Because then we both
I'd like to get a car trailer.
have nice use for it.
Nan
says she has 4 magpies that sing for some food. They are real quiet.
Yeah, we got 3 magpies and 3. I think it might be 4 now. 4. What do you call them? Not crow pies. We call them the crow pies.
Yeah.
Pied currawongs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the currawong. Get them come in, and the butcher birds. Butcher birds are really tame. It comes right in.
Well, remember we had the
The
when we lived
currawongs
in.
are actually quite tame too, but they're terrified of the magpies.
Remember when we lived in Paradise Point, and the magpies became very friendly and started coming in the house.
Yes.
And they'd go upstairs.
Yeah. Yeah, they just
We
come
had
in,
the dog.
come
We had
looking
the.
for you.
I think we had the dog door then, right? They'd come through the dog door.
The door used to just always be open.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So there wasn't really unless someone swam up or used a boat, they couldn't get to the back door. We used to just leave it open.
Yeah. Oh, it had a deadbolt, so like it was open, yay far.
Chris Young says the spiders you get shit me up big time. Normally I don't mind spiders here, even false widows.
Had a heap of them.
Damn, you have monsters.
Yeah, we've had a lot.
Huntsmans can get pretty big, but they're generally pretty docile.
Yeah,
well,
but
they'll hurt if they bite you, but they don't ever really bite you unless you're like trying to handle it. Probably they'd probably bite you then if you were like trying to grab him with your hands. But even still, they probably still wouldn't.
We had a heap of frogs here. Tyler, were you here when you heard all the frogs out the back?
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
I just decided it wanted to fall down then.
They're all gone because we also had a snake move in,
and
he liked the frogs.
I see.
A lot.
Yeah.
For dinner.
I think we got the gist. I think we got the gist of where you were going.
No more frogs. There is a snake still here.
Scotty S says they're good eating, especially marinated and cooked rare on the barbie. Reaper Luck says, back to the delivery, says SAPAR, S-A-P-A-R, $75 to deliver across the road. He can wave to them.
Oh.
Surely that'd be free. You'd have to think that they'd go out the driveway and straight across.
Yeah.
It's $75. What are they charging someone who's like 10 Ks away? They're charging $75 for that.
I know where they are too. They're up on. Can't even think of
Huntsmans are the best for spider control. They also get rid of mosquitoes and flies. Like if you've got mosquito and fly problems, then Huntsmans are the go because they'll get rid of them for you.
The shed, the little shed up the back.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That was just full of them. Like,
yeah. Don't let Paige up there.
Big ones.
Have you encountered any redbacks? I haven't seen a redback for a long time.
No.
That's a dangerous spider. The redback spider. That's a dangerous one, and they're only small. They don't get very big.
Looking for them. I just keep an eye out for me friendly snake that was in my pond eating my frogs because I'm a bit worried I'm going to walk out and step on him. So anyway, anywho,
enough about Australian wildlife.
Anywho, off topic.
If you want to learn more about Australian wildlife, then I did a thing actually has a video of all the weird Aussie animals that are in his yard.
Oh, I haven't seen that one either.
Mm.
You've been watching a lot of I Did a Thing.
Yeah, I've watched every one of his videos now, I think.
Okay. Briggs Road. Yes. Raceview. That's it. Thanks, Brad. Yeah, because that's it. I was trying to think of it. I'm thinking on the other side of the road, Thorn Street and stuff. But yeah, Briggs Road. At the depot. We used to have the depot up there. Brad's been there.
There you go. Alrighty. Next story.
Mum says she hates the currawongs. She chases them because they bash up the other birds. The magpies bash up the currawongs here.
Oh,
the currawongs are terrified of the magpie. They will not come until the magpie disappears, like he heads off, and then the currawongs come in, and then the magpie comes back and just chases them. And they're like, oh, get the hell out of here. He's coming. It's quite funny to watch.
UFO says, Jesus Christ, I saw a huntsman in a zoo. I was freaking scared, but right after I saw some kangaroos in freedom. Kangaroos are dangerous as well.
I'll beat you up.
Have you seen the Kangaroos boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually really dangerous. You should never approach a kangaroo in the wild. You can if you go to like the zoo, because that's sort of, they're used to it. Yeah, if you're ever in Australia and you're in the wild, don't see a kangaroo and go, oh, I'll go and say g'day, go and shake his hand.
For those outside of Australia, might freak them out, but I've certainly shot a few in my time.
You can find them in the supermarket.
Huntsmans don't bite. There you go, says Roy. They don't bite at all.
Oh, there you go.
They just scare you.
Reaper says nothing for free. Well, they grow massive and then like they scare the hell out of you. You see them.
Yeah.
I've already spoiled the picture because it's here. But
what are we talking about?
The news story. Max Verstappen is won the F1 world title.
A little bit of controversy too, I hear.
Yes. I've been trying to do some research into that because I didn't actually end up watching the race. I didn't end up getting to watch the race, but yeah, it was to do with the race control and the way that they handled one of the safety cars. And apparently they did something that made it so, I think, something to do with maybe, at least my understanding from reading was that Max Verstappen was allowed to go in front of Lewis Hamilton under a safety car for the final lap of the race. Which is where they were annoyed because it was the last lap. And they sort of left it to that point rather than doing it earlier.
Rob will,
yeah, and potentially anyone else who's seen it. But it says in here, this season had been heralded as one of the greatest in the sport's history, and the title race went down to one of the most insane final laps possible. Hamilton had all but won it and won his record-breaking 8th world title until Williams racing driver Nicholas Latifi crashed into the barriers with 4 laps remaining, resulting in the safety car being called out. It meant the race restarted on the final lap with Verstappen allowed to start almost side by side Hamilton, despite the Brit having established a healthy lead. The Dutchman on new tyres had the pace to overtake his rival and win one of the most dramatic F1 races ever. It's insane. I don't know what to say. I'm so pleased for the team and for all these guys. I love working with them so much. An emotional and slightly stunned Verstappen. Finally today I had a bit of luck. My team know I love them and I want to do this with them for the next 10 or 15 years. The victory means Verstappen prevented Hamilton from surpassing the record he still shares with racing legend Michael Schumacher. Mercedes confirmed it had lodged 2 protests relating to the end of the race, but both were rejected by officials later on Sunday. The team then lodged an intention to appeal against the decision relating to restarting the race for the last lap. The 2 Titanic rivals arrived. There's a lot going on there. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff was left visibly furious after stewards allowed the race to finish with such drama, but Hamilton was sporting in defeat. Firstly, congratulations to Max and his team. I think we did an amazing job this year. The team everyone backs at the factory. All the men and women we have worked so hard all year in a difficult season, he said after the race. So proud of them and so grateful to be a part of the journey with them. We gave it everything this last part of the season and never gave up. That's the most important thing. Of course, I have felt great in the car this past couple months, particularly at the end. I hope everyone stays safe in the pandemic and has a good Christmas during this time, and we'll see about next year. Rob says, I did say it will come down to the last race, but I didn't think it would come down to the last lap. Yeah, pretty crazy. Well, James, if they ended on equal points, so if they both crashed in the final race, Max Verstappen would have won this year because he actually won more races than Lewis this year. Chris says, I watched and was very surprised at Toto and Christian being allowed to talk to directors. That is wrong. Okay, there we go. Saudi, thank you. Roy says, let them race, just like NASCAR. Should be a green-white checker, but fuel rules would mess it up. They let the lap traffic that was between Verstappen and Hamilton through. There you go. There you go. Brandon South let us know. He said they let the lap traffic that was between them through. So obviously Hamilton had built up a lead and had all the cars there behind him that were holding Max off, but then they let all those cars through, which allowed Max behind him. again, so that he could go past him potentially. Chris Young says if they both had same tyres, i.e. fresh, then fair race, but it wasn't. But on another note, with Lewis Hamilton, he was actually knighted. I don't know if you know about that. He was knighted.
No, I didn't know that.
He's now Sir Lewis Hamilton.
When that happened in the last week?
In the last couple of days. I think it may have been today even.
There you go.
He was knighted 3 days after the loss. He's the 4th F1 driver to be knighted. And the first to be awarded while still competing. Moving forward again. Here's one for you. Here's your new car. I heard you ordered one of these. The 2022 Shelby GT 500 KR has been revealed. Australian examples limited to 2 per year. It's 12-volt Dave in the house, says James. The GT 500 KR nameplate returns after a 13-year absence. The 5.2-litre V8 makes over 670 kilowatts. 6 examples will be available for Australian customers. Shelby American has provided a throwback to its heritage by announcing the return of the GT 500 KR, one of the most powerful Ford Mustang packages available. Available for MY20, MY21 and MY22. Shelby GT 500 as the GT 500 KR package increases the 5.2-litre V8's output from 760 horsepower to in excess of 900 with the help of a 3.8-litre supercharger. The King of the Road upgrades are more than just an extra dollop of power. The Magna Ride suspension is tweaked to work better with new adjustable springs and sway bars at the front and rear, while the base GT500 looks anything but discreet. Going for a GT500 KR takes it up a notch. With new one-piece 6061 T6 forged aluminum wheels, 20 by 11s in the front and 20 by 11.5 in the rear on all 4 corners, coupling with a carbon fibre bonnet, front splitter and rear diffuser to make its stance even more aggressive. Despite it featuring an impressive level of equipment, Shelby offers a range of optional features for buyers to further enhance their car, ranging from Le Mans style over-the-top stripes, painted stripes, a polished supercharger, rear seat delete with harness bar and its Shelby wide body kit. Special 60th anniversary badges are available for the MY22 models as a no-cost option, honouring the 1962 formation of Shelby American that ultimately led to the first GT500 KR being conceived in 1968 before the nameplate was revived in 2008. Limited to just 225 units worldwide, 100 of those will be available in the United States, while 6 of them are slated for Australia, where Shelby's local supplier Mustang Motorsport is offering 2 units per model year as the MY22 cars gain the aforementioned anniversary badging.
Now that's pretty like if you're going to get one that's not widely available, only 2 a year.
Yeah, you got to get onto it pretty soon, right? At a cost of US $54,995, a representative for Mustang Motorsport told Motor it expects the package to be available locally for roughly the exchange price of $76,600 plus GST and shipping, which potentially brings it up to the $100,000 mark, not including the base vehicle. There's just a little bit of coin going on there. Oh, there's like a million of them. There's a million different models going on.
Yeah, there's so many different models of Mustang, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how many stories have we done over the last couple of years of new model Mustang coming out?
Oh, too many.
It's been, yeah.
James Baylor says, what's the grill capacity for running into the crowds now? Sonny's looking good, says Roy. Dad's Garage says, need a locks in Dad's Garage. I think Dave's doing that so he can pass out on the couch, says James.
That'd be a day, right?
Mal says, mine has a crowd detection on-off switch. The GT500 should have the same. UFO Sorcery says, what the hell, Dave? Mad Cow Mark says it was the most exciting finish to a world championship for years. It was, because it was right down to the wire. It's not just like, Lewis won again.
Yeah.
I'm definitely excited though about supercars next year to see what the Gen 3 changes do, and a little less downforce and all the things happening. Motors that are close
things up.
tuned up road car motors, and the cars being a lot closer to those that are available on the road again. It definitely makes a difference, and it should make for some exciting racing. So I'm pretty keen for that.
Back to the Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
What's the pricing on this?
At least $100,000 without buying the car.
Oh, without buying the car?
Yeah, bringing it up to potentially the $100,000 mark, not including the base vehicle.
Oh, okay. Oh, I read that as it was going to be $100,000, and I'm thinking of one of two.
Yeah.
For $100,000.
One of 6, or 225 worldwide.
One of 6, two per year.
Yeah.
We'll come back to Dave.
There you go. Mad Cow Mark says breaking news: Mercedes just dropped its appeal on the F1 finish.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be really cheap, but not so, eh?
Yeah, not so at all. Yep, looks like Mercedes are ditching the appeal. Which is interesting.
I heard there was an appeal.
Yes, yeah, which is interesting. I did read something about that. Apparently, some UK lawyer who specialises in this sort of thing said they would have a case if they wanted to pursue it. So, but I suppose they probably just want to be over it and move on to next year.
Wait, we're gonna.
UFO says that's better, Dave. Much better. We got the last story here, final story of the night.
He was just sitting there as I walked back into the room, so it happened.
Toyota's new age electric ute, sports car, and four-wheel drive previewed.
Right, so we've got basically an electric Hilux or what?
It's like an electric dual cab, yeah.
Yep. So they're saying they're going to have these introduced by 2025. A dual cab, Prado-sized SUV.
Mm-hmm.
And then another smaller four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
So that is going to be a Bronco competitor.
Mm-hmm.
And then a mysterious GR sports car.
Yeah. I'm just getting the extra photos in now. You can't really see the other cars from the first photos. I'm just bringing those in now so that we can see. So we'll talk about first the Bronco-sized one.
Is that the light cruiser, which is a bit
the
like
light cruiser? Yeah, that's the light
FJ,
cruiser, the
right?
Toyota light cruiser. Yes, yeah. Which is following the success of the company's FJ Cruiser. They've unveiled the compact cruiser EV, which marries rugged retro design with a smaller body. It does look basically like an FJ Cruiser.
Yep. Let's say FJ. FJ.
FJ.
I think I said FG.
No, I'm pretty sure you said FJ. Otherwise, I probably would have also said FG.
These tiny little drinks. Dangerous.
Episode 99. Hashtag episode 99.
Tiny drinks that night?
I don't think so. I don't know, actually.
It was probably just a bottle, and I just...
John Lee says, "Hey Dave, is Captain Nitrous Bob Hamilton a relative of yours?"
No, not that I'm aware of.
But however, it's the light cruiser. Styling has been heavily influenced by Land Cruiser models of the past, with the rear quarters borrowing man, I can't English right now. Borrowing elements from the FJ Cruiser and featuring a Toyota logo on the front grille. Inside, the rugged theme continues, but with the addition of a
Toyota logo on the front grille.
Yeah, apparently this one's new. No, it's got Toyota word, I guess, lettering rather than the brand. Not on all the cars, no. They put the badge on some of them.
Oh, they put the badge. Yeah. Okay.
With the addition of a large panel encompassing the digital instrument cluster, an infotainment screen, hexagonal-shaped steering wheel also features the Toyota name spelled out, a feature which is normally reserved for off-roaders rather than the more typical ellipses symbol found on most models. Given the light cruiser's tough looks and the brand's extensive history of celebrated four-wheel drives, expect the electric powertrain to provide a high level of off-road capability. The model is expected to provide a modern alternative to the Jeep Wrangler and Ford Bronco when it launches in the coming years, and possibly even steal sales away from the much-rumoured 5-door Suzuki Jimny Long.
Okay. The dual cab.
Yep. Tell us about the dual cab.
Look, obviously, looking along the lines of a Hilux, I quite like the look of it. I don't know if you've got the picture up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just did.
But they haven't given it a name so far, but it is certainly, an Australian version of the Tacoma, which is America's equivalent of a Hilux here. So it's very much, it looks like a Hilux to me. And I think if that came out with a diesel engine here right now, that'd be fairly popular dual cab ute.
Mm-hmm.
So with the current Tacoma expected to be replaced in 2023, some recent reports suggest that the next generation model will be based on the company's TNGA-F platform, which underpins the Land Cruiser 300 series and the Tacoma's largest sibling, the Tundra, which one we don't have here. Well, we know that the TNGA-F architecture can accommodate electrification with a hybrid Tundra unveiled in September. This would be the first time Toyota has previewed a fully electric version of this platform. So we'll see if that becomes a reality.
Dad says, Dave needs another drink, but do not do my print tonight.
Oh, it's done. Sorry.
Dad says Electrolux, maybe.
Outgassing.
Reaperlux says very stadium truck. It is actually sort of like that style. Shane Kane also says Electrolux.
Electrolux. I like the sound of that. I like the look of it. That's of all the different electric utes and stuff that we've done stories on.
G'day, Esther. How you going?
G'day.
Hello to Esther.
I think that's definitely probably
Dingus says EV off-roading. You can sneak up on a bear doing a shit in the woods.
Sneak up on the drop bears.
Yep.
I really like the look of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I would definitely own it. And next one along, we've got the GR. The GR. Let me bring up the picture. There we go. And now, like for what it's trying to be, it probably doesn't really look that bad as a sports car. It's definitely out there styling, that's for sure.
It looks like a mid-engine styling type car.
Yes.
But
yeah.
You don't have a mid-engine electric car, do you? Right?
No, because they're sort of all.
The motors? Where are the motors?
Well, it doesn't really matter anyway. All the weights are down low because of the batteries. So
the mid battery car.
The presentation showed off what could be the first fully electric model from the company's high-performance arm, Gazoo Racing. Unnamed but adorned in GR badges, the concept could be the source of many Toyota MR2 rumours in recent years. Its shape is not dissimilar to a mid-engine sports car, as you said, leading some to suggest that this is the spiritual successor to the MR2.
Okay.
Japanese publication Best Car recently reported Toyota was working with Daihatsu and Suzuki to develop an MR2 successor. Given that Suzuki and Daihatsu's history of producing compact K sports cars and the GR concept's smaller size, we could be looking at a new model designed to compete with the Mazda MX-5 RF. However, Toyota could be looking at pitching the GR concept against the Porsche Cayman. Leaked dealer information has the next generation Cayman and Boxster siblings moving to battery power in 2025, and providing Toyota with an opportunity to offer an electric competitor.
Okay.
And Japanese outlet Spider 7 recently reported that Toyota had approached both Porsche and Lotus to help with engineering the MR2 successor. And lastly, coming up is the Toyota Beyond Zero family. Run-of-the-mill family SUV.
By the look.
No, not really.
That one doesn't excite me much at all. This is the one that they say is like a Prado type vehicle.
Yeah. It's the recently unveiled Toyota BZ4X SUV with will join the lineup. It appeared to mirror the wider Toyota range, while the sedan, is it going to be a sedan version of it, could offer an electric alternative to the Corolla. A large SUV could be positioned as a battery-powered Kluger or a Land Cruiser Prado stablemate. The model, which may end up being named the BZ5X, offers 3 rows of seating, but isn't expected to be pitched as an off-road model. It's more likely that Toyota is putting up against the Hyundai Ioniq 7 and the Kia EV9 in the coming years.
Yeah. Okay. That one was a bit of a letdown at the end of the story.
Yes. What can you do?
You know, for an electric vehicle story, actually, Toyota's probably piqued my interest more than most electric vehicle stories would. And
except for when we get 1,000 kilowatt electric vehicle stories.
Yeah. Just the look of the vehicles actually look fairly decent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the last one was a bit disappointing though.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say it meets the standards of a Prado.
Mm. That's the final story.
So, what's on this weekend? Just
What is on this
nothing
weekend?
else.
Yeah,
Just come out there and see us.
Yep. Yeah, come out there. Or take a day on the live stream. If you can't make
just sit at home and watch it live. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not anywhere, like if you don't live anywhere near the place, well then fair enough. If you live somewhere close, like if you're in Queensland, that's close enough.
Yep.
You should come along.
Definitely.
Even if it is, 15 hours away.
It's only 15 hours.
Yeah.
Grev says RB scattered around half the track and AU rolled over. Must have been out at Archerfield.
Reaper, didn't we do that? Sorry, mate. I'll have to go back. All right, we're going to do some what's on.
Yes, we are.
You got some events?
Events.
You got some
overtakinglane.com.au/events is where you can find the events, but I'm going to tell you about them right now. On Friday, Autobarn Rothwell car meet. Autobarn Rothwell, 6 p.m. till 9 p.m. On Friday as well, we've got the Flawless Fridays Christmas event. Homeworld Helensvale Ispa Kebabs. Get your cars washed and get keen for the Christmas event down there. We'll have a goodie bag for the winner. There'll be some fun games.
There's a kebab shop there. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. I learnt something new just now. I did not know that there was a kebab shop at Homeworld Helensvale.
You were how many years old when you learnt that?
24. Made me think about how old I am.
Homeworld Helensvale. There you go. You popped in there. Ispa Kebabs.
Mm-hmm.
Flawless Friday Christmas event. Sounds good.
The Project B December meet.
Wash and get keen. Were they washing cars there as well?
No.
Well, no, they're telling you.
No, they're telling you to get your car washed. Yeah.
Oh,
right. Project B December meet Cruise Christmas Edition, 8 p.m. till 11 p.m. Oxley Road, Oxley. In Queensland, of course. No skids. Don't do skids. Go out there, check it out. The content will be filmed and posted on YouTube. It says. There you go. The Christmas sale, cars and coffee, 105 Arthur Street, Woody Point, Queensland, on the Saturday, 7 a.m. till 10 a.m. So if you wanted to get out and get coffee before you come out, I guess maybe you can do that before you come to Coralbin. Or you can go to Cars and Coffee at Cafe L, 7:30 a.m. till 12 p.m.
And then comes.
Or you can go to Cars and Coffee at Gold Coast at Mudra Bar, 7:30 a.m. till 10:30 a.m. on your way to Coralbin. Yeah, there's a Cars and Coffee in all directions for you to head to Coralbin to pick up your coffee on the way and head out there. And of course, the OZAID presents Coralbin Valley Creek Street along with Addictive events joining along to give them a helping hand, 8:30 a.m. till 4 p.m. on the Saturday and the Sunday. The Christmas Mega Meet at Joe's Diner, 1 p.m. till 8:30 p.m. 1084 Kingsford Smith Drive. Yeah, that'll be a massive one. Eagle Farm, good food out there. Go and check it out on your way home from Coralbin. The December night meet at Accelerate Church, 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. Yeah, 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. Accelerate Church. Santa Charity Fun Night, 3 Cassowary
Drive. There on your
Drive.
way home from Coralbin after you've been to Joe's.
3 Cassowary Drive, Burley Waters. Watch Santa arrive in an award-winning hot rod. Down there from 6 p.m. till 8:30 p.m.
Around the world all in one night.
Morning Mayhem. Queensland Raceways, 5:30 a.m. till 8 a.m. The final event by High Octane for 2021 is this weekend on Sunday. Is it?
I thought it was last weekend.
It says it was last weekend on the Facebook event, but it's put in for the 19th on our calendar. I thought it was last weekend as well. I'm pretty sure it was last weekend. Don't go out there. That was last weekend.
Check that out.
But do check out their future events. You guys over at High Octane are big supporters of us. And you guys should be big supporters of them because they put on some awesome events as well. Cars, Coffee and Bikes at BRT Christmas Edition at the Bracken Ridge Tavern, 8 a.m. till 11 a.m. on Sunday. You can hit that on your way out to Coralbin for the Sunday. The Bravery Buddies Charity Sprint Day is on 9:30 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. at Lakeside International Raceway. Also another event supporting charity, which is supporting Bravery Buddies, which is to help bring a smile to kids fighting cancer. So if you can't make it out to Coralbin, maybe you live on the north side of Brisbane, then head down to Lakeside to check that one out. All for supporting the charities. And that is all.
And then what's on the weekend after?
Nothing. What? The next event we have penciled in is Thursday to Sunday, January 6th to the 9th, Summernats 34.
Summernats. One day we'll get invited. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers crossed. One day we'll get invited down to Summernats.
But what is on next Thursday is the Overtaking Lane Christmas special live on our YouTube channel. Will be a much bigger show than tonight's show. Will be crazy. We'll be giving away prizes. Tell all your friends, tell all your mates, get them on here and have some fun with us. And, maybe you'll get a Christmas prezi from OTL ready for Christmas. It will probably get there after Christmas because the Christmas show is on the 23rd. But late Christmas presents better than none.
David get Christmas drunk.
Yep.
Except I've got to work Christmas Eve.
Good luck to you.
I think Sally's working right through Christmas. She's working Christmas Day. So. Anyway, any who's?
Any who's? Any hows? Any who's? Any ways? Put some music on in the background. That is it. Got any skid pigs giving skid pig a service this weekend? There you go. Grev's flying to Victoria on Sunday.
Yep. We'll have our trackside Trev replacement.
Mm-hmm.
So, there you go. And then we do Christmas.
Yep.
Good enough videos to get us through Christmas, Tyler? Or,
I believe so. We'll work something out.
Yeah?
I think so. We may have to film one, but we do have one that we need to film, so.
Yep.
But that's all right. We can do that.
I'm pity I missed out on filming last weekend, actually. We were plans to head up to the Peninsula Motor Fest, but unfortunately the ground's too wet. Go check that out.
Yeah.
Do a bit of a
Cheers, Darren.
Bit of a vlog.
Cheers, Dingus.
Guys. We'll check out Johnny Skid Pig. Keep an eye on the Skid Pig over there. Don't forget to grab a Skid Pig shirt.
Yep. overtakinglane.com.au/shop. Grab yourself one of those. The profits from those shirts do go to support the Skid Pig and their limited edition shirt. So soon they will
make it worthwhile when I send him some money, because
they will just disappear off the shop one day. So you need to grab them, because they will just disappear without warning. Need to get on there, guys. Grab yourself a Skid Pig shirt. Tell your friends to grab yourself a Skid Pig shirt to help support the Skid Pig getting that back on the road for him.
At the moment, we've got a tank of fuel. That's about it, guys. So come on, get on it.
One tire.
We're gonna help out a bit better than that. So get on it. Thank you for those that did grab a shirt. But we need to sell some. Get on one. Goes to Johnny.
Yeah. But
we'll pass it on.
Cheers for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next one. Make sure
Over and out.
Stay in that right lane.